Good morning, everybody. Happy Christmas Eve. Today's verse is about hope through our suffering. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. And that is the journey of a trader as well. Perseverance is going to develop your character, and that character is going to develop your hope. All right, guys, let's get into it. Welcome to the AM Briefing number 329, brought to you by microstrader.com, where together we trade better. Today's tip of the day: no level, no trade, period, end of story. That is especially true on Christmas Eve of trading. So today is Monday, 2 days before Christmas. We're going to watch price action because we love price action. But I will not trade if there's not a level. No level, no trade, period, end of story. And I want a great trade location like we had on Friday for that 100-point runner. Today's news drivers: 30 minutes after the market opens, we have consumer confidence, and we will watch for that in our group. So there's not a lot to discuss here because we did a weekend briefing. I just want to zoom out a little bit and note that up here we had this wonderful chop range. We're going to break out one way or the other way. Well, FOMC brought it down. We came to the next range against the back test of this trend line we had discussed. I'd put this as where the likely target was going to be. Now, did I know that was the likely target last week? No, because that was also the likely target I had for the week prior. I don't know that's going to happen this week, so I want to make sure I clarify that. I don't know where price is going to go. I'm pretty good at knowing where the bulls are and where the bears are. Are we in an area of the chart where the risk of short covering is high? Are we in an area of the chart where the risk of a liquidation break is high? Are we in the middle of the range? And that is where we are right now. So if we look at the last month, basically, we have this chop range here. This was an established chop range from the past. Where are we? We are smack dab in the middle of a high time frame area on the chart where there's very thin price action here. There's very thin price action up there. We could easily come up here to this range, and we could easily come back down here and test this again. Now, based upon what I am seeing at this moment, we look like we're still on the northerly train. One of the reasons I say that is because look at where we're all at on the indices. We're still all in the upper distribution of Friday's range. That is bullish without a question. So let's go hit our bull bear because this should be fairly easy in all honesty. Now, overnight trend line. Well, if you made me come in here and say, you got to put a trend line on the overnight, where are we? Well, we gapped up, big candle up, went and took out this 30-minute break level, came back in, filled this gap, and I thought we were going to come and grab this for sure. But that's not what happened. We basically came and filled the gap, and now we're laddering back up. However, if you made me draw an overnight trend line, I'm going to have to throw this on there. Is this one going to be the dominant one? Well, it's got to break here first, okay? So this can change here in the next 10 minutes. This can change in the next 10 minutes. One of the things that we would watch for as well, which of course is on our bull bear, is the half back right here. Whoops, is this arrow right here. So we are very close to switching who is in control and making this our dominant trend line. So at this very moment, I would look at this and say, it's too close to call. We're smack dab in the middle of a super high time frame range, smack dab in the middle of the overnight range, about to challenge this trend line. So let's watch it here just a minute and let's see if anything exciting happens. What about session stacking? I can't give that to either. VWAP, we're about to kiss our VWAP again. Where is everybody else in relation to their VWAP? Well, I can look right down here and immediately know that 3 of us are under, 1 of us is above. And in fact, I need to come back in here and I need to get this one turned back on. There we go. I like to see that VWAP there. Overnight halfback, we're right here kissing it. Yesterday's range, well, that one actually is rather easy because we are in the upper distribution. So we're going to put yesterday's range. We're going to give that to the bulls. The indices, they're all in the upper distribution. You have to give that to the bulls. Where's the bull bear line today? You know what? I'm going to give the bull bear line, in all honesty, the overnight low, and then against this Friday's swing low here at the end of the session. I think that is the bull bear line. So at this point for today, I would want to give the bull bear line at this moment to the bulls. Listen, risk of liquidation break or short covering, neither. Friday was a monster, unusually large short covering rally, but boy, was it a thing of beauty. So at this very moment, if we had to add these things up, because that's where we're at this moment. Overnight trend line, I got to give it to the bear. Session stacking, I'm going to give to neither. We're in the middle of everything. VWAP, well, we're technically under it. What about halfback? We're technically under it. But what do we see here? It's basically tied. We're in the middle of this large range. So what do you do? You're either going to wait for a liquidity grab. So we got to head to a section where we're somewhere at an edge and realize that on this super high time frame, we're just in the middle. There's not a whole lot of excitement to trade right here for sure. But as long as we're above that swing low in there on Friday, let's go ahead and draw that line just so we have what's the low here? And it's really the overnight low, which is this 87.50. I think that is going to be the bull bear line. Underneath there, I'm looking to be short. Staying above here, I'm looking to be long. I would love to see us take out the London high, the Asia high with a vengeance. Get long to come and at least target here, if not the bottom of this range right there at the 61.20 level. Will that happen? I don't know. Now, you didn't see my drawings there because the drawings don't show up on that screen. So here's what I drew. We had this overnight low. If we get underneath here, I'm looking for a get short. If we take out these two highs with a vengeance, I'm looking to be long, at least targeting the RTH high, if not the 61.20 here. That is how I look at the day, and I hope you have a great day. Maybe you'll have a no trade day, which is a great day, and I'll see my traders live. For whoever wants to be here, I will be here.
Stay green, my friends, and to learn more about our group, go to microstrader.com.